Hey, what's up guys, Nine Toes here, and today I want to share with you some M224 mortar tips if you're trying to achieve your mortar medal, in which you'll need 300 total kills in order to achieve it. If you're anything like me, you gotta have every medal, you're trying to achieve every one of them that you possibly can. This one's not actually that bad, but you know, a lot of people have said and kind of mentioned that, you know, the mortar, I can't get kills with it, it sucks, I'd use it a little more if I could have some more success with it, and I'm here to basically try to help you in basically, you know, getting that count up, if you will. So use your server browser, especially if you're on console, and find yourself a conquest round of Grand Bazaar. And it's not just simply, you know, aiming at the B flag, which we all know is the most notorious choke point in the entire map. It is a small map, and with that said, obviously it kind of will help you, but it also will be against you, which you'll kind of see a little later on as well too, what I mean by that. But you know, it's not just sitting back in the spawn and of course, you know, spamming, you know, rounds down onto the B flag, you know, being an annoyance. Help your team out. As they're out there, they being the ground infantry that's obviously on your team, they're spotting obviously not only the enemy, they're spotting vehicles, claymores, AT mines, and anything that you can see that is obviously on the darker gray portion of your HUD there, you can take out. So in other words, be a team player, and if you see a claymore that you can, you know, take it out. If you can obviously, you know, get an AT mine out of the way to help your friendly vehicles, you know, pass through without obviously, you know, getting, you know, beat up, then obviously do so. Vehicles are a little tricky because they will take more hits to obviously kill them. However, I will say this: you may get lucky and find that engineer that pops out to try to repair and nail him. Maybe you might, you know, get one of the guys, you know, planting C4 or even AT mines nearby, and, you know, once again, you know, get yourself doubles, triples, or, you know, multi-kills, which I've done, and it does happen. So another thing to kind of keep in mind, you're going to see me, the reason why I'm kind of firing with any kind of, you know, rate of fire there is I'm alternating between the typical 60mm shell and the smoke round. And, you know, this is something that, again, not a lot of people use, and that, you know, really should be used, I think, in my opinion, a little more, because it does provide cover against the enemy from spotting ground troops from coming in, or, you know, vehicles, etc. as well, too. But you can obviously fire off a lot faster when you're switching back and forth between the two rounds. And you can get kills with the smoke rounds as well, too, if you do get a direct hit. So it just helps all around, you know, with, you know, being obviously a help to your team. Helps that, you know, if you do know the map, you do know the choke points, you do kind of know the areas. But I got a little greedy, I'm going to be very honest with you, by kind of sticking in the same spot, which is something I definitely recommend you don't do, by obviously getting up and moving around, because you will show up on the enemy HUD and you will be easy, you know, to be spotted and picked off. Otherwise, this could happen to you. Yeah, so we don't want that to obviously happen, do we? But other than that, you know, all I can really say, guys, is that, you know, this is probably, you know, the easiest way to pick up some extra kills if that's what you're looking to do. But don't be limited to just this one map. Use this whenever possible. Support guys, you know, especially in a round of, let's say, rush, where you know, the enemies are kind of camped out around the objectives, and you know, you can use it to obviously kind of, you know, take off the camping snipers where they can't see. I'm not saying spam them. Obviously, fire off a couple of rounds and let your guys obviously advance in with vehicles, etc. This is obviously what it takes to be a team player. So, but, you know, once again, I'm trying to basically help out, you know, those that have said, you know, this sucks. I don't like the mortar. I'd use it a little more if I could have some more success with it. So I just wanted to kind of, you know, represent a couple of tips and thoughts, you know, obviously, you know, to help out. If you wanted some even further gameplay, or team play rather, this works even better if you have someone that's a recon using the MAV, where obviously, you know, you see everything: enemies, vehicles, you see AT mines, you see claymores, etc. So use your head, play smart, and that's all I got for you today. If there's any questions, down below, obviously. Otherwise, take care. We'll see you once again on the battlefield.